Hello, this is Eileen, Masters of Secondary English Education. Welcome to my Capstone 2020 presentation. I've been teaching high school for 10 years. I've seen and taught a variety of senior projects and graduation requirements. These capstone projects have been part of American high school education since the 1990s, but peer-reviewed studies on the implementation and impact of these courses or projects is limited to really the 2 or 3 that are intended for college track or advanced placement students. Existing studies and peer-reviewed literature on various graduation requirements neglect to examine the potential of senior thesis, which has a rhetorical focus and is beneficial and accessible to a diverse student population. It can be impactful for students on all tracks, career, community college, or prestigious university, and for those who have different learning profiles. Further research was needed to verify my observations with what I had experienced to be a highly effective graduation project. My personal observation and this gap in research provided the impetus for my study. Senior thesis presentations are a graduation requirement at mostly classical Christian high schools, which require students to research a topic they are passionate about, present on the topic to several different audiences, write a research paper, give a memorized 20-minute presentation, then defend the thesis to a panel of judges for another 20 minutes of Q&A. Presenting and defending a senior thesis will lead to strong, positive feelings of self-efficacy related to both academic and professional abilities in high school graduates. My qualitative study examines the benefits of various rigorous senior projects and how senior thesis as a graduation requirement builds self-efficacy. I decided to do a survey to examine whether the positive benefits from other more studied graduation projects might be verifiable with senior thesis. This survey gave graduates an opportunity to share about their experience and reflect on how it impacted their academic and professional abilities. The study participants were graduates of a small private school on Oahu. These graduates now have varying levels of education and employment. My insights, gained through firsthand experience in the research setting, guided the selection of participants. I chose this site and this sample due to familiarity with and access to the group. My sample is a purposive criterion sampling, which I believe is representative of the larger population of high school graduates from the local high school where I taught senior thesis. I hoped for a sample size of 40 and ended up with a sample size of 43. I was able to contact 56 former students. 76% of those invited chose to participate in my research. Based on my experience teaching senior thesis, I created a survey to provide descriptive statistics for this study. My survey had 18 questions, 4 were open-ended. I followed up with 8 participants whose responses warranted further exploration or clarification. The IRB approved my use of SurveyMonkey as a platform for my data collection. I emailed my prior students inviting them to participate in the study, along with a description of the study and a release for use of their work, responses, and likenesses. I got 43 participants within 3 days, then closed the survey. Here are my results. Figure 4 shows that 60% of participants still care very much or more about their high school thesis topic, which shows that the experience was meaningful to them. 46% of participants reflected that they felt more confident or capable after completing senior thesis, and another 32.6% report feeling much more confident or capable. No one reports not feeling more confident or capable at all after the project. Figure 6 shows specifically how the research and writing portion of senior thesis impacted participants' feelings about being prepared for college. Figure 7 shows how participants felt about their ability to organize and communicate their ideas after the presentation and defense of senior thesis. You can see that about half felt their abilities improved a bit, and over 30% felt that their abilities improved a great deal. It turns out that 3 participants misunderstood the question, so after following up with them, I created a new graph for this question because the 3 who indicated that their abilities decreased actually meant that since they haven't been practicing these skills, their skills have decreased after senior thesis. Figure 8 shows specifically how the presentation and defense portion of senior thesis impacted participants' feelings about being prepared for college. In Figure 9, we see that about 35% of participants felt that senior thesis skills benefited them professionally, and about 45% felt that these skills benefited them very much. Figure 10 shows which skills students felt they developed most through this project. In Figure 11, we see which methods students used while working on the project, which informs senior thesis teachers about the importance of differentiation to help all learners succeed. The open-ended responses from the participants reflected that students did indeed feel a boost to their self-efficacy after completing senior thesis, and that this feeling applied to both their academic and professional endeavors. These findings verify my hypothesis about senior thesis increasing self-efficacy for high school graduates. This study provides some insight to senior thesis for educators to consider. In my work, I also examined methods of implementation of senior thesis as a graduation requirement for high school. I compiled the curriculum that I have developed over 7 years of teaching senior thesis, then created a teacher's guide. One of the areas of focus is the importance of differentiation for diverse students to be successful and see positive results from their senior project. This behemoth graduation requirement not only polishes students' research and presentation skills, it prepares them for many challenges later in life, where they will have to persuade different audiences of their point of view with solid evidence and winsome rhetorical abilities. Furthermore, successfully completing this comprehensive culminating assignment shows the student that they are exceptionally capable and can handle very difficult tasks. Importantly, the teacher must set the student up for success so that this experience is positive and the student has the support to not only complete the assignment, but feel proud of their work. After all students deserve the opportunity to have high self-efficacy, not only those in advanced placement classes or on the college prep track. All students need to practice and master skills that will help them be successful in job interviews, in their professions, and with their higher education pursuits. Thank you so much for watching.